All right, are you guys ready? This is gonna be short and simple, but you're gonna feel your abdominals, and that's the goal here. So let's go ahead and find a mat. So you wanna find a nice little surface. Now remember, you can do this workout on its own, or you can pair it up with some other, maybe kettlebell workouts, whatever you want to do, but this is going to be challenging, and I wanna get right into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is demo for about 15 seconds, and then work into each motion for a minute. So the first one, all we're gonna do is kick up, and kick out. One, stay stable here, kick up opposite side, hips come off the ground. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, our minute's gonna start now. Let's do it, guys. So kicking up, 1, making sure we're turning the hip, and out 2. Up to the other side, out 2. You can keep the arms here for a little bit of support if you need to, if you feel really comfortable. Let's say you're a martial artist, you can keep the arms in an on guard position, and this makes it severely more difficult. 1, turning, and 2. Kicking forward here, you can even take a light pause and then turning the legs up. Kicking forward here, light pause, turning the legs up. It's not about using momentum. You see how there's too much momentum in this motion right now? I want to use the muscles, the abs, and turn. Use my abdominals and turn. Use my abdominals, good, and turn. Just 10 more seconds. Let me look at everybody. Perfect. Bryce is coming off of the hips and off to the ceiling, and so is Addie. 5, good, 4, pivot and turn. 3, 2, and time. Hip motion and hip turning and twerking is extremely important, especially if you're a martial artist or an athlete. So next one, we're just gonna kick side to side. Watch me, we're gonna come up here and turn and come up here. Just a little bit on our side. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go for it. Kick and come up. See how I'm just right here engaging my abs, and turn. Engaging the abs, keep turning. And don't forget to smile. Boom. Hand boom right here. Really working and extending. You can pause here. You can use the arm to help you up almost in the side plank. Flex the feet if you need to, and switch. You can even start to sit up a little bit more like me. Turning and getting the hip off the ground, rotating and switching. Rotating and switching. Now, if you're a martial artist, hand comes up and switches comes up. Switches comes up. Also, if you're an athlete, let's say you play tennis or maybe volleyball or football, start to just bring the arm up for that little bit of added neuromuscular efficiency. Don't forget to smile and kick forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, really challenging minute here. You really almost want to pause. Breathe. 2 on this side, 2 on this side, 1 on this side, hand on this side, and time. Okay, from here we're gonna sit forward. I'm gonna just show you the next motion. This leg's gonna tuck and I'm gonna kick, come around and switch and kick back. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, and kick. Boom, really good for your glutes here. I know this is an abdominal workout, but we really treat the body as one. We work everything together. Again, keeping the hands up and kind of covering the face if you do any type of contact sport, or maybe even if you play football or basketball. Keeping the arms up here is gonna help you. Tuck the shoulders in and the elbows in if you need to. Otherwise, you can help yourself with the arm here, even switching and posting. You feel your glutes here and the hip opens up. This is important. The hip opens up. It's the C-lock kick right here, modifying, kicking back and around, feeling your abdominals, switching. See how much mobility happens in the hips here and the legs and the knees as you start to kick back. We have about 10 seconds, guys. So keep switching. We'll notice each person is doing it their own way. I'm using the hand to post up to kind of show you how you do it as a beginner. And of course, keeping the arms up. No need to compensate for balance. Hands, time, breathe. The next one's simple. One of my close friends taught it to me. We're gonna touch and come out. Touch and come out. Shin grabs. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, and touch and out. Touch and right out. Touch, hand right out. Now, if you get tired, you just rest here. Take a few breaths, recenter, and then right back out and right back in. Now, what if you want to make this more difficult? I'm going to show you how. I'll let the other guys just keep doing this motion. From here, come up to here, come down to here, reach up for here. So 1, half beat, 2, come down, 3, touch, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 20 seconds. I'm gonna continue to do the advanced motion with you. 1, 2, 3, reach up 4. 1, 2, 3, reach up 4. 1, 2, 3, and reach up 4. We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Addie, you're gonna keep your feet on the ground for me. And Bryce, make sure you never bend, but keep your feet off the ground. Next one, we're gonna clench the arms together, pull in the clench if you're a martial artist, boom. Regular person or anyone just doing sports, pull this in, and then I just wanna make sure I touch the floor each time. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. Touch and touch. You must touch the floor each time. Addie's doing a light variation. This is not easier by any means. So there's nothing that's simpler here. What winds up happening is she might have a little bit of a weaker back, just coming back into training. So she's just gonna use her legs to secure the back, flex the feet up. This helps us work through the abdominals more and reaching. Bryce, anytime he needs to, he can rest the feet on the ground. What I don't wanna see is this here. This is not good because you're gonna favor one side always and hang that down, favoring one side. Here, the feet just come up and you're gonna reach and touch. Reach and touch, good. Keep reaching, make sure you're always touching the floor. Touch, 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 and touch. 10 seconds, guys, breathe. We're actually pretty much halfway done, can you believe it? So it's fast, quick, efficient, everything works together. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, time. I want you to pay attention to the next motion. If you need to, I'm gonna break it down for you. But this is what it looks like. I'm gonna sit up and touch, and then come back up and bring the hand down to switch. Hand switch, come back up, reach through, sit up, and touch. Let's go together, ready? Pick a side, sit up and reach. Reach back down and bring the hand up. Support yourself on the hand, rotate through. Find yourself in a plank, step the leg up, kick the leg through, lay down on the ground, controlled. Reach to the foot, come back down, controlled. Post up, use the arm, get the glutes off the ground, switch the leg through, find yourself in a controlled plank, come back to center, kick through, heel stays on the ground, control down. Come up 1, hand 2, hand 3, post up, that's what you're doing. Reaching through here. Working into the plank. You guys keep working. I'm gonna show you something if you can't do that motion. If you can't do it, I just want you to do this. 1, good. Hand 2, switch, that's it. 1, hand 2. So a very simple modification if you can't get your range of motion correct at this point. And time. The gymnastics hollow looks like this. So let's have Addie do it here and Bryce do it here. So you can do either option. Modification is gonna be foot to the ground. 10-second hold. So ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go for it. So Bryce is here, making sure the arms are back. Good, Addie's are forward. Important to me, the feet are very close to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. If there's an issue, you bring one foot to the ground. I'm gonna have Addie show you in a second. 15 seconds, ready, bring the arms out. In front of your back, legs out, put one foot to the ground, and let's go 10 more seconds. 9 more seconds. 8, good. 7, good. Relax the next 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last 20 seconds happens now. Let's hold it for 19, 17, good. 16, 15 more seconds. 13 and 12, 11 turns to 10. Maybe you need to switch here. We're at 8 seconds. We're at 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Cockroaches are my absolute favorite. These are from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo. I learned them in martial arts, basically use them all the time. I want you to get sideways on your mat, and I want you to go 1 and 2 all the way to the end, and then when you get to the end, work your way back. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do this. I love this motion. I actually don't have enough room to do it with you guys. And if the mat's moving a little bit, just throw a kettlebell down to help the mat kind of stay in place. I'll do the same for Addie here. Good, perfect. And you can really feel your abdominals working. Your abs are consistently engaged. This is in my opinion, a plyometric for the abdominals. So if you think of jumping, right, something used for the legs and glutes, and if you think of maybe a push-up where you're doing a clap, like a clap push-up, that's arms, of course, and back. This is your plyometric, or the equivalent for the abdominals. So you're almost like you're popping up and hopping or jumping with the abs. You really feel this. If you're having a little bit of a frustrating time at home, I call this the cockroach because you have to feel slightly frustrated when you do this. In the beginning, you feel like you're not getting anywhere at all. And literally just left and right, right and left, moving the body. You have 5 seconds. Good. Everyone feels it. Addie's smiling in pain. 3, 2, and time. Guess what happens now? When you guys get to the end, I'll show you right now. So when you get to the end of one side, let's say I traveled all the way with my cockroaches, I just want you to hold for 1, 2, 3, come back, and then get to the other side. So we're adding the gymnastics hollow here. Ready, 5 seconds, start at any part of the mat, 4, 3, 2, and start to travel. So everyone's traveling, it's the same motion. You kind of love and hate it at the same time, but at the really top or the end of the motion, it's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of your own count, bringing the legs back in and working your way back out to the side. Now guys, I want you to stay focused here. Some things might be more frustrating than others, and you might find that, hey, I can't do this yet, or I can't move, or I can't even get to the side of the mat. Take your time, right? You're gonna discover different things about yourself as you train. And those discoveries happen immediately, and then they happen over time. And as you progress, you'll know, hey, I'm stronger in this motion, or I'm stronger with my core. Like Addie has an extremely strong core. She's been training with me for a long time, no problem. Bryce has an amazingly strong upper body, and they both know where they need to close the gap and maybe work on a few things, and they also both know where they need to push and really use the best of themselves. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Beautiful. You grab this one, you grab this one, I grab this one. I know you're waiting for the kettlebell, and I was waiting for the right time to put it in. So side sit-ups, and we'll add a halo at the top. You're just gonna sit to the side and slowly come right up, and then we'll add a halo midway through. Ready, everyone starts at center. Kettlebell chest level, no lower, no higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it, side. And use your obliques to come up. Good, side. Use the obliques to come up, abs tight side, and use the obliques. Now I have, the difference between myself and a lot of other people out there who you might be training with, or you've seen their DVDs, is I'm exposed to thousands of people every single day. So I'll see tomorrow on Monday an average of about 200 women. So I know a lot about what people can and can't do in the beginning, and I'm able to take them through those progressions. If you can't do this, and a lot of the women and men that come into our classes cannot, here's a simple solution. No kettlebell, side. Use one arm first. Sit up, opposite side. Use the arm to sit up. All of a sudden, a week later, sit to the side, use a finger or two to sit up. Again, get to the side, use a finger or two. And next time, maybe try coming up without using the arms, and then eventually adding the kettlebell. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time, guys. Breathe. Now we're gonna add 30 seconds to the side sit up, and we're gonna add a halo, and then we're gonna be almost done. So what does that look like? We're gonna come right down here, come around, and halo around the body. Come right down here, and halo around the body. Ready? A little bonus 30-second round. 5, 4, 3, 2, and side sit up. Good. Come around and bring the kettlebell around the body. Now the halo is an incredible motion. A lot of shoulder mobility in play. You get, of course, the arms, the chest, the back. But one thing people don't realize with the halo, and Men's Health, I think, talked about this for a while. They had a big article on how the halo motion is one of the absolute best abdominal exercises that you can possibly do. So I like adding this in. We have only 5 seconds, really hard with the high pony, right? 4, I know. 3, 2, I used to have one, and time. The next one will be surprising how frustrating this motion can be. Watch me real quick. It is important for me that you flex your feet here. If you do this, you're not gonna get all of your abdominals involved. So right here, flex the feet. I always take an angle to show you. Put the kettlebell in a goblet right here on the chest, sit down, and without moving the feet or the bell, sit up. Okay, let's try. Ready, kettlebell to chest, and 5, 4, flex the feet, 3, 2, let's do it. So the feet are flexed, overly flexed or just enough, and the kettlebell comes right onto the chest, good, and it doesn't come off. Yeah, you're good. Bryce's like, what happened? It's okay. Now see right here, it's incredible what you learn about people. Strong upper body, strong legs, and he just made the adjustment and now he's working his core. But in the beginning, he had a little bit of a difficult time with this, probably because I was pushing the kettlebell down. But really important here that you adjust. And if you need to bring the kettlebell about ½ an inch off the chest, no problem. When Addie started doing this with me, she had a hard time coming up. And about a month later, even less, she's able to keep the kettlebell with no gap right on the chest. And I'm willing to bet if I gave her like a 30-pound kettlebell, she would look exactly the same way. 5 seconds, keep going. If you can't do this, what do? I want you to hug the body here and flex up, very similar. 4, 3, 2, and time. Put the kettlebells down, guys. Beautiful. And now I just want to get a nice little stretch. I want to start to incorporate the obliques as well because we're able to work so much of the abdominals and core. So as one arm comes down, I want you to reach across and really take your time here. So feet together, legs out, arm reaches across, everything feels good. We did a handful of abdominal exercises. We have a few programs where we incorporate just ab work, and as you can see, it's very unique. A lot of it incorporates martial art motion because that's where I feel the abs are worked the best. My Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background definitely lends a lot to the movements that we did here today. And of course, the kettlebell. From here, just come up, boom, and switch. Because in my opinion, if you're gonna devote the time to work your abdominals, you should also be able to work hip mobility. Incorporate a little bit of glutes because they're so important and so forgotten in most of our daily use or misuse of the body. Right? And besides that, I like the idea of having a functional abdominal routine. Just coming up and down like a robot doesn't really necessarily work for me. I want you to work through your hips, work all of your mobility, and get all those multi-benefits. From here, just bring the arms forward, reach forward for 5, maybe walk the arms out, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna come out into like this froggy stance here and just try to sit back as far as we can. So bring the arms out, sit back as far as you can. Beautiful, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. And as you guys come back, I want to show you this from both sides. If you can, come down and just reach up. So Addie, I'll show you from this side. All you're gonna do is come down, bring the elbow down, and reach up. So let's come down onto the elbow, this elbow right here. Good, and get that little turn. Reach up and look up. Take that arm and just try to reach it through as much as you can. Lightly, don't pull anything here. Reach back up to the ceiling. Good, reach back through. Should feel pretty good. And from here, just come up and switch, working your way back. Working the arm up, making sure the neck looks up, nice and strong, reaching through. Just enough, you don't have to reach towards anything. Right back up, shoulders back right through. Last time, right up. Reach up right here. Turn around, guys, and just pop up and down a few times. Good, I don't really like to wear sneakers on my mats, but I like to train barefoot in general. Today I wear my favorite sneakers, that's okay. And then just all the way up, straighten the legs. And as you do, just bend your elbows and just try to push into the knees a little bit. So maybe bend and straighten, bend and straighten. And now get wider than the mat here. So the mat's a really nice option for us. Again, bend the knees. I call this the referee stretch because I feel like I'm coaching someone here. And then I want you to push onto the knees and straighten the legs. Good, shoulders back. Beautiful, bring the arms down to the ground if you can. Breathe, perfect. Switch the arms over a few times to the sides as well. All sorts of mobility. Whichever way the body's built to move and go, you should just go with it sometimes. Get a little wider. I'll step up and just shift right to left. Really light and easy here. And then you can come all the way down. This is where the heel's okay to come off the ground if it does, right? We're not doing lateral lunges where it doesn't. And then from here, just start to square your way back up. Abs tight, reach overhead. Come up to center. Oh, we are done. Abs, abs, abs. Okay, stick with us and have fun. And we'll see you, I'm sure, again back in your living room pretty soon. Good job.